Hey guys, welcome back to my last Christmas video. Today I'm going to be making a quick little Christmas gift for some friends because I'm a bad friend. I've left this to the last minute. So I'm going to need my glasses for this. Alright, that's better. All I have is 2 terracotta pots that I bought from Coles. How do people deal with this? I mean, I know real moustaches aren't plastic, but this is really annoying. So, 2 terracotta pots from Coles. They came in a pack of 3, but I only have 2 friends, so I only need to make 2, which is handy. Why have more friends? You need to do more for more people. Anyway, I'm gonna make these into cute little gingerbread houses. So you need some paint, a small amount of artistic ability, and a sealer because I need to seal it so the paint doesn't peel off and die when you water the plant. I'm going to be putting a succulent in here so that it doesn't need watering too much. Let's get going. I had a bit of a scroll through Google image search for gingerbread houses and just picked a couple designs that I liked the look of, and then I used just a normal HB pencil to draw a bit of a snow line on, and then draw in some doors and windows and all different candy / lollies, whatever you want to do. Remember, it's not meant to look like a real house, it's meant to look like a gingerbread house. So kind of used lollies available from the shops here to draw what I wanted the little gingerbread house to look like, so that it would look like it was lollies on there. The great thing about that is it doesn't have to be accurate, it doesn't have to be perfect, particularly if you're making it like I would make a gingerbread house, which usually fall apart after I've made it. But makes it kind of easier because it doesn't matter if it's messy, especially if you go outside of the lines, because that's what gingerbread houses look like. Now you're gonna need a whole bunch of paintbrushes. Just kidding, I only used about 4 of these paintbrushes, and they're the mankiest looking paintbrushes in my whole set, so whatever you have will work. So that's what it looks like with all of the pencil drawing on it. Next up, it's going to be the painting stage. So I started with the snow line down the bottom just to give like a base to work off, and it seemed like the easiest place to start, if I'm honest. And then I kind of just made it up as I went along using whatever paint colors I had on hand. All I'm using here is like cheap as craft paint, whatever you have available. Some of this is from Aldi, some of it's from like the reject shop. I think a couple of them are from Spotlight, but it's not high quality paint, and I think unless you're selling something, it probably doesn't really matter, because like if it dies in a couple of years, that's fine. Just like sand it off, repaint it, whatever, who cares? It's not meant to last forever. But if you want to do something high quality, you can get terracotta sealer from Bunnings, and you can use like oil-based paints, I guess. I don't know. If it's going to be indoors though, it really doesn't matter. Just use whatever paint you have on hand. It's more about having fun than making something that's going to last for 3 centuries. You wouldn't believe how I was painting to film this, because if you have a tripod set up, you're going to set it up like opposite to you, but then the video is going to be upside down, and then you could flip it, but unless you're really careful, it's still going to be like a bit weird because it's going to be angled from the wrong direction, if that makes sense. So I had the tripod set up in front of my right arm, and then I had my right arm threaded through the tripod so that I could paint and have it all set up at a nice angle, see what I'm painting, and have the video turn out the way that I wanted it to. I'm pretty sure there's a better way to do it, but I don't know what it is. This worked. Didn't work well, but it worked. And yes, I do have a palette, but I just really couldn't be bothered washing it, so I just figured I'd put my paint on the newspaper because I was feeling super lazy and I was doing this super late at night. So the last step is to add a layer of white paint at the top of the pot to make kind of like a snow line that would be on the roof of the gingerbread house. And I also painted mine about 1 centimeter into the pot so that you wouldn't be able to see it above the soil line once the plant is planted in, so it's all white on the inside. Okay, let's finish this off. So I've got 2 little pieces of fly screen mesh that I'm going to pop in the bottom of the pots, and then I have Osmocote cactus and succulent soil, a little bit in the bottom, and then I have an oversized sedum burrito. Kind of overestimated or underestimated the size of this, but anyway, oopsie. Luckily, they don't have much of a root system. Alright, so I'm just gonna put enough soil in to make them stand up appropriately. And we'll see, the little one is much cuter than the big one. Oh well, too bad. So sad. So I did 3 coats of a clear gloss varnishing spray on the inside and the outside of the pots, just to protect the paint, and also to stop the moisture from wicking through the pot, because they're very small pots, so you don't want them to dry out too quickly. And the fly screen mesh in the bottom is just to stop the soil falling out the bottom, so you don't have to have them on a drip tray if you don't want to, because you can let the soil dry out quite significantly with these guys, and so it gives you a little bit more freedom to display them a little bit differently. that's all finished. My little gingerbread house succulent planters. Alright, well, that's it for my Christmas special videos. I'll be putting out an extra video shortly of chopping up Mandula / Snow Queen that I found at Bunnings because I got really lucky. And yeah, so have a great Christmas, guys. See you in the next one. Bye!